2, 1. Hello, Frank. It's my turn. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. This is Tony, your favorite host, along with the lesser-named host over there, lesser host over there,
Frank.
Hi, Frank. Mr. Cthulhu himself has joined us on your T-shirt.
Yay.
But we're gonna hold off on that for the next episode.
Yeah.
The little teaser drop here at the top of the episode for you. For the next episode. As far as this episode goes, what the fuck are you here for? What are we gonna talk about?
Oh, well,
Let's just jump right on into it. No.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com for any comments, questions, concerns. Tell us how to do our job. You can leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Don't try the other stars. They don't work. Trust us. We don't lie. I love you so much. Why would I lie to you? Find us at CI Podcasts on Instagram, at completelyinap with 1P on Twitter, and find us on Facebook. Just find us, Completely Inappropriate Podcast. It's not that hard. Type it in Google. You can find us on Google now. Did you know that if you search for Completely Inappropriate Podcast, we come up now.
No, that must be all those videos we have.
I guess. We have enough traction to at least show up on Google, and we haven't pissed off the algorithms enough to be blocked on it, so that's fucking fantastic. So let your friends know, guys, if they're having trouble finding us, just Google us. You'll find us. Podbean is our hosting site, so if you have a Podbean account, you can find us there as well. But this episode, wanted to touch a little bit on our guest Chance Nix,
Yes.
because there was some really cool talking points that we hit with him that we didn't get to expound on because we were busy talking about his book and whatnot. But it did bring up a lot of questions that I would like to ask you, and that I know you had some questions you wanted to ask him that might pertain to this episode too. So we are going to enjoy this Marine Memories episode. Woo! Don't you miss him?
Well, yeah. The last one was fucking Marine Memory episode.
Yeah, we should have retitled that too, that it wasn't just Chance Nick's interview, because it really was a really good background information.
Yeah, even when talking about his book, because, you know, a lot of the events over there he based on...
I couldn't believe how many were actually from real world experiences brought into the book. Like, I was just so sure there were stories he heard from other people and friends, but they were very directly connected to him, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten a chance to pick up the book again since the interview, full disclosure, because I've been training for this marathon.
Yep.
That's going on Sunday. I'm excited about it, but we'll get to that later too. A lot of teasers here at the top of the episode. So, Frank, you wanted to tell me about how you had a gay Iraqi lover in the army?
No, there were these two fucking...
Sorry, I pulled that up because that was one of the questions I asked Chance Nick. So I was like, hey man, so I've always wondered how common is it for don't ask, don't tell for some guys to talk to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even the girls, like how often do you hear about guys like on the sly hooking up, or are they that good at covering it up?
You were asking about homoerotic...
Yeah.
And that reminded me, I'm like, oh, there were these two gay IA guys.
IA being Iraqi
Army. Yeah, so there was a, I guess a fire team, but there were these Iraqi Army guys attached to us in one of my first patrols, and one of my seniors, I think it was, either he was standing right next to me when he told somebody, or he told me and fucking, or us, but he was like, hey man, fucking those guys are gay. And the other guy was like, well, if they were gay, you know, they'd be hung or whatever.
Right, yeah, it's like, woo, it's worse than being gay in the South in the 1970s, you know?
Yeah, and then, so to me, I'm like, me being the fucking international guy, I'm like, no, it's just the way some cultures are. I'm like...
They're just more affectionate.
Yeah, in Brazil, two guys holding hands is a sign of friendship, you know?
Really?
Yeah, holding hands is a sign of fucking
I
strength.
don't know about that. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
As like young men, or as like older men will hold hands in Brazil, is that what you're saying?
Both. Like,
No.
If you see those...
in a non-homosexual way.
Yeah, like if you see the World Cup, you'll see the Brazilian team come out holding hands.
Well, that's a team thing, though. Like, if you're going out as a unified group, that's a different thing.
Yeah, but it's
you
also
can't
a
attribute
thing.
for sports. You're
also
saying that
a thing,
happens in the streets. How did we get on Brazil? Fucking.
because that was the example I used.
But that's crazy. Anyway, let's stick to the okay. So I get it. Yeah, some cultures, like you said, the men are just more affectionate towards each other, a little less.
Yeah.
But as far as homosexual relationships go, that's off the table for a lot of these same cultures that are affectionate with each other in that way.
Yeah, so then...
So what happened?
Yeah, so he's like, well, you're a fucking foreigner, what the fuck do you know? And I'm like, no, man, fucking, that's just the way the world is. Some places are like that. And then we ended up staying overnight at this one house, and the living rooms there in Iraq, they're fucking rectangular, and they occupy fucking the front wall to the back wall. And so our whole fucking squad... Yeah, our whole fucking squad fit there, and these other guys, and then yeah. So we were watching TV. I was stoked. I was like, "Fuck, we're watching fucking Iraqi TV."
You actually had television going on?
Yeah, and we managed to see one of those jihadist fucking commercial, the recruiting video, recruiting commercial.
Really, those are on the national television there?
Yeah. And besides all that, fucking, I was sitting close to the wall. And I see the two Iraqi army guys. They were lying in the center of the fucking living room. One was on his back, the other one was adjacent, so they were kind of forming a T. And the guy that was on his back had his fucking blouse up, exposing his fucking torso.
Okay.
And the other guy was fucking playing with his belly, with his fucking legs crossed and folded. Looked like a fucking high school girl talking on the phone. And I'm like, maybe they are gay.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, they're just really friendly.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we come out of the fucking, like the next morning we come out of the fucking house, and over there, the bathrooms are outside. They're kind of like outhouses. Unless you're rich, then you can afford one inside.
Right.
So yeah, we're outside waiting to fucking go Oscar Mike on the move. And I don't know, I fucking turn around and coming out of the bathroom, I see these two guys fucking zipping themselves up.
And the one guy's got his hair like straight up, slicked up like there's something about Mary?
No,
It's got
no,
that.
it's just they come out fucking button up
Is
their
that hair
pants.
gel?
And I'm like, well, we should do that in boot camp. And I'm like, oh, we're not in boot camp.
You used to do what in boot camp?
Fucking, we'd fit, the drill instructor would fit as many fucking Marines as he could, or many recruits as he could.
What, in the restroom? So everyone goes at once?
Into a porta shitter.
Why?
To fucking, it's a time thing. It's like, okay, hurry up, fucking.
Wait, so what, like 3 or 4 people would piss at the same time
Yeah.
in the bucket and get up?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't fit the whole platoon, the
No,
whole
you
troop in
can't.
there. How many
You
guys?
try.
How many guys in boot camp could you fit in there?
I think 4, sometimes 5.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It depends on the size of the guys, obviously.
Yeah.
How big are their dicks? But no crossing swords.
No crossing the streams. And
No, you
like,
can cross streams. You can cross streams. That's it. It was important. By the end of the movie, they had to do it.
Yeah.
So that's okay to do. Just don't cross the swords, man. That's how you get herpes. Anyway, so
yeah.
So these guys come out of the restroom, but out of the porta potty outdoors together. And that obviously isn't a common occurrence out there at that point. So there was no awkwardness there. Nobody gave them shit for it. Like as far as their own people, you didn't notice any sort of like separation from them or
No.
treating them a little worse.
You would think that?
Yeah, you really would.
But-
I mean, even in the troops, if they found if you guys as your own troop was there, found out that 2 guys were fooling around, wouldn't you give them shit? Just not even to be like homophobic, just to give them shit. Like if there was a guy and a girl that was hooking up, you were like, hey man, y'all gonna get busy. Like you just say stupid shit.
Busting their balls.
Busting balls. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Which is all we do here on this podcast, man. We have so much love for everybody. We got no negativity towards anybody, but we're gonna bust everybody's balls here, man. We gotta get completely inappropriate with every one of you. If we're making you uncomfortable, I feel we're doing our fucking job.
yeah.
So these guys come out. Anything else? So yeah, I'd say it's a pretty safe. I mean, but in the end, you didn't talk to him. It's still hard. I mean, you didn't see him actually do anything like Well, other than playing with his belly, why the fuck would he have been doing that?
Because he's gay.
Had to be gay, right? Had to be gay. But I just, even now, like in this PC culture, I'm so worried to say, no, he definitely was gay, right? Like they had to have been gay, but you really don't know.
Yeah.
You really don't know.
Yeah, it's like, who the fuck cares? But we're over here.
It's just
yeah, we're establishing
part
that
of
because
life. You're just
it's a major taboo in their culture.
yeah.
Like,
It's
people get hung
it's
for
a
that.
curiosity. Anything that's a curiosity holds interest. to
Yeah.
us. If it was a bunch of homosexuals and they came to hang out with a bunch of guys in the Marines, they'd be like, man, they're so butch and or this way or that, or they're too aggressive or whatever. We all have judgments on each other. It's not like the judgments only go one way. You know what I mean? So I don't know why I feel like I have to justify our fucking statements.
Fucking PC culture and
Well, and I don't want people to think that based on us always interviewing, you know, a little more right-wing people. So lately, like with Chance and with, well, I don't know, we didn't really get Chance's political views too much.
No.
But as far as Kim's go, it's very much a right-leaning interview, and I enjoyed it. I thought there was a lot of really good points. She brought up a lot of really interesting stuff, and I understood her position. If I agreed with 100% of it or not, that's not the point. The point is that we're open and honestly discussing this stuff with people that we agree with, that we don't agree with, and we're hoping to get some leftists on the podcast too someday. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna line up a few of those. So for those of you listeners who think, oh, these guys are just fucking pushing an agenda, it's like, yeah, we're hearing them out. We want to hear them all out. We've talked for everything from Jesus to Thor here, man. We're not going to stop at just Republicans and Democrats. We're going to check out the Tea Parties. Anyway, I'm rambling on here. So, did you have, I don't know if I ever asked you, did you have any experience with women over there? Like, other than the Mexican woman, did you have any troops that were females coming to the scene for any reason, or from other branches of the military?
The only females I saw from other branches were in the Navy. Or actually, the only ones I worked with were in the Navy.
Yeah, that's what Chance said too, was that one relation, when I did ask him about the homosexual relationship, he said, no, but I had a friend, a Marine, who had a relationship with a Navy person, which actually comes out in the book. There's a Marine that hooks up with a Navy medic that comes into the scene. So I wonder why that connection is there between the Navy females coming in.
Yeah, and then I found out recently, I think last week, that because I have some of my seniors on Facebook, and he posted about how fucking remember when fucking back in the day the Navy guys from ship were mad because the Navy girls wanted to party with the Marines. You know, him and fucking.
Well, they were just different, right? Different guys, right?
Yeah,
It's like girls at the school. The guys in the town over aren't any better looking than the guys at the school you're going to, and the same with the guys. The girls,
but because it's
here,
something different.
It's just you don't see them every day. They don't know all this shit about you. You can make up a new person for these new people. So that makes sense. But of course, that would bring some animosity between the Navy men and the Marine men.
Yeah.
So. What experience? So who was it? Did you actually see these females interacting with Marines? What happened?
Oh no, I didn't know about it. That's when, like, I just found out last week. But what happened? Yeah, on my ship there were some females, but coincidentally they were all officers. There was a Marine. No. She was a Navy lieutenant from another ship that looked just like Eva Mendes.
Eva?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I hear her name pronounced 40 different ways. It could be Eva, Evelyn.
Well, it's Eva because it's in.
It's Eva Longoria, yeah, from.
No, Mendes.
Eva Mendes.
The other one.
Which
the
was
one from Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Oh, I liked her. But you know what? Nicolas Cage got outshone by the new Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You really think so?
That Hispanic dude is boss, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I hate his goatee, but other than that, his acting is so much better than Nicolas Cage.
Well, his was more CGI. than Nicolas Cage.
Well, it's just Nicolas Cage played a lot more comic booky, which is fine.
But
I mean,
I'm
that's
saying,
what it was supposed to. In that era, is like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It was very over the top.
Yeah,
comic-y.
but I'm saying that when there's a lot of CGI, there's more pretending you have to do.
Yeah, that's
and it
that's
feels
why
awkward
the
and
Amazing
shit.
Spider-Man Part 3 was not Away From Home. Was it Away From the one with Jake Gyllenhaal? It fell apart for me because it was just all CGI. It's the same thing they did with Spider-Man. I'm sorry, no. Spider-Man Homecoming? Whatever.
Far From Home was a Gyllenhaal.
But both of them, and then the one with that British dude as Spider-Man. The third one with Jamie Foxx. It was
But
just
not
all.
so Amazing Spider-Man.
It was all CGI.
Yeah.
Part 1 and 2 is always great on the Spider-Man movies. Once they get to 3, falls apart every time. But what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, the fucking females in the military. Yeah, I didn't have that much fucking interaction with. Although there was this one Marine lady over at Camp Ramadi. She was admin. I forgot exactly which one, but dispersing. So she was there to handle fucking money.
Money.
Yeah, because we still get paid even though we're over there.
Yeah, of course.
And so then I went over to dispersing, and I saw a female Marine, and she stood out because she was about 9 months pregnant.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I'm like, how can you be in combat?
Yeah, you think
and
you'd
pregnant?
You think you'd get leave?
Yeah, like be excused from your deployment because you're fucking pregnant.
Whoa,
Especially admin. It's not like admin needs bodies out there.
that's weird.
I'm sure they do, but not as much as infantry.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That kind of put a halt in the conversation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where do you go
Maybe she was 6 months pregnant. I don't know.
Yeah, wow, I wonder what that's about. We really got to get a female service member in here.
Yeah.
Get that perspective, because it's very interesting. I know there's a couple we follow on Instagram. There's a Happy Bean Girl.
Yeah.
Shannon, the Happy Bean Girl on Instagram. Shout out to her. She's got a great coffee company she started up that helps support veterans, and she's starting a podcast, started talking about men's mental health on that first episode I think she did. It was pretty cool. Shannon the Happy Bean Girl. Check her out, guys, on Instagram and wherever you can find her. Now, moving on from the women in the service. Well, you were talking about how you graduated with a black eye. And that was from boot camp?
Yeah.
How'd you grad now? I mean, there's 1,000 different ways to get a black eye in boot camp, right? But you didn't go about it doing just the everyday fucking boot camp shit. What the fuck? Where did this black eye come from? You want to explain?
Well, what happened was that I had picked up the mop and the buckets, and me being the clumsy me that I am, I stepped on the threads of the mop, and then I fell forward and I hit my eye on the doorknob.
What?
Yeah.
Is this what you told? I was gonna say
No.
Is this what you told the authorities when they came to ask
No.
you and your wife? What the fuck?
No.
What are you talking about? Quit changing the story on me, Frank.
No, the thing is,
You stepped on a mop.
I've been wanting to bring this up because it makes for great fucking podcast material.
So you say, but we haven't gotten there
But
yet.
in the words of Brad Pitt, rule number 1 about Fight Club is
Don't
talk about Fight Club. And with Chance talking about all these, getting into these fights in boot camp, I was like, maybe it's time I bring up fucking the club.
Well, I mean, the
Fight
same
Club.
guys aren't there anymore. Maybe just been dispersed, and if not, they whatever. So the point is, you jackass, you fucking made me sound like an asshole for bringing it up. Like, hey, tell these guys this great story about how you got a black eye and fucking leaving the boot camp. Oh yeah, I stepped on a mop and hit my eye. Fucker, that's not what we discussed. What? Now, what's the fucking story, Frank? Quit wasting my time.
Okay, so then towards the end, like on phase 3, like some of us have already fucking had it. Like we just gotta let some steam out. Right?
Phase 3 being
phase
what?
3 being the
After phase 2, which
after
is
phase 2. Phase 2 is when they take you to Camp Pendleton and you're in the woods of Camp Pendleton, fucking doing what you would be doing in fucking deployment, kind of like. There's hiking and camping and
digging latrines, all that.
Yeah,
shit.
and
all
all
the tedious shit you're gonna have to do out there.
Yeah.
The training area. Okay.
Yeah,
So then
and you come
phase
back
3
for phase
is
3, and you go back to garrison, which would be on base, fucking what you would be doing on base. So we're back to fucking drilling and inspections and all that bullshit.
Okay.
And so then at this point, some of us are fucking fed up, and we gotta let some steam out and fucking.
Because you're no longer being as physical. Is that what it? Like
No,
it's more-
because of all
I
the
don't
fucking
understand.
bullshit we went through.
Just
Yeah.
the general frustration of the whole training program. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
and then, you know, at this point, you would be pissed off at somebody for some stupid shit, and
When you're never allowed to let it out.
yeah. So then, some of these guys, the only one I remember of the bunch was this guy, because he reminded me of the Rock, who just so happened to be black and Cherokee, much like the Rock. But I'm pretty sure the Rock has other.
No, he's Hawaiian, dude.
Oh, yeah, he's Samoan and
Hawaiian, Samoan, and
and Cherokee, right? He's got some Cherokee.
I don't think so. I think
I
black.
remember something fucking
African American,
Cherokee, but
I don't know. We'll Google that later.
yeah. The point is, the guy reminded me of the Rock because he was built like him. Like when we came in, he was fucking built, but then when we were getting out, the guy he lost so much weight, he was fucking toned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what happened? So that guy, they came up to me and said, "Hey man, we're starting a fucking fight club, you know." And he came to me and my fucking bunk neighbor. He's like, "You two should fucking go at it." And we're
What?
yeah, because we're both fucking. We were like brothers at that point, you know, because we were always bashing on each other and fucking yeah. And it was like, "Oh, you fucking dumbass!" It's
Pushing
all
each
your
other's
fault.
buttons,
Yeah.
but in almost good humor, but at the same time to let out the frustration.
Yeah, but we were cool about it.
Healthy,
You know?
healthy.
And we were both like, "Nah, man, we're cool." And he's like, "No, man, you guys need to fucking either fucking duke it out or fuck already." Like, yeah.
There was
And-
tension there built up.
Yeah, so then the guy left, and then we spoke about it, and the guy was telling me that he was a boxer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm a martial artist, you know. And
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Mr. White Belt is a martial artist?
Yeah.
Or yellow, right? You made it to yellow.
Yeah, and
How are you a martial artist?
Because
Let's touch on that real
I
quick.
picked up on other things. Like I did Taekwondo, right, which gave me to yellow belt. But before that, I had done Taekwondo over at the Boys and Girls Club, and then
So you felt you had the reflexes, a little bit of
Yeah.
muscle memory to support.
yeah,
You know, to at least get through the first fucking round of the
yeah,
fight.
like I at least know the fucking
Okay,
basics.
cool.
Yeah, and then later on in the fleet, my fucking team leader was into Muay Thai, and he showed me a thing or two, and you know.
I want to get into Wing Chun, dude. I want to get one of those dummies and practice that for a few years.
Yeah.
I hear it's one of the most like underrated, applicable
Yeah.
Martial arts.
Yeah, so
Anyway,
this guy,
aside from that,
this
so
guy
was a boxer.
also being a fucking boxer, but again, just the basics. So I'm like, so I tell him like, well, I fight with my fucking legs, and the guy's like, oh man, if you kicked me, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Well,
And I'm like, oh, so then I'll win because the one rule was fucking no
head hit.
face shots.
Because you can't have evidence of you guys fucking around.
Yeah. So then.
This was the idea was that it's underground, like so the COs don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so when the drum instructor would go to sleep, that was our time to go to the showers.
Man, that sounds so
And duke it
stupid
out.
though. Like you guys have so much shit to do, and y'all are wasting energy and fucking each other up that way. Like, I'd be so worried about the next day. Like, I don't go out to bars with my friends because I gotta go to work the next morning. You know, man, y'all make me feel so boring.
Yeah, no, but at this time we're already used to the sleep deprivation.
Well, and how old are you
shit.
guys at this point? That's another thing.
I was
You guys
19,
are 18, 19,
Yeah.
young guys, man. So much testosterone built up. Your fucking prefrontal cortex hasn't even finished developing. You're still fucking... Man, that's so fun. That's cool. So, you end up...
So then, what happened?
Oh, gloves or no gloves? What's the deal there?
no gloves.
Nice.
That's why we're like,
Raw
no
dog
face
that
shots.
shit.
So then, 3 nights before graduation...
Spit on that shit. No.
No, because I was thinking of like... But no, 3 nights before graduation, we finally did it. Like that day, we were like...
Well, how long in between him asking you and the 3 days before graduation?
I think like 2 weeks.
It took you 2 weeks to build up the courage to finally...
No,
take
not
the
build
punch?
up the courage. It's that we're like, look, man, we're fucking graduating, and these guys fucking, they're like you know, hey, you guys, so let's put on a show, you know?
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Well, and it's a badge of honor to say that you did it. A good story.
Yeah, and I'm like, we're not gonna see most of these assholes after this anyways.
So if you get embarrassed, there's no reason to be after that.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, yeah, let's do this. So when we did the third night before graduation, and so then the drill instructor went to sleep, and then we're like, okay, now's our shot. Like fucking Firewatch came over and he's like, hey, the guy's asleep. Like, okay, cool, now's our shot. So we head over to the showers, and then there was this fucking crowd behind us.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they were like, oh, fucking...
Finally, these two.
Yeah.
So it was a big thing that they were trying to get you for 2 weeks. Everybody knew about it? It was...
Yeah, everybody except the drill instructors, apparently.
Well, supposedly, right?
But, well, you'll find out.
Okay.
So then we're in the showers, right? And then I feel the crowd behind me, like fucking covering up the only exit, essentially, right? Not so much, you know, so that they won't cower, but because, you know, they're an audience,
right?
They want to see.
Yeah.
So then
he's the grandstand.
Yeah, he's on the far corner. I'm in the closest corner, and then we touch knuckles because you know we didn't have any gloves. And we go back to our corners, right? And so we go at it. And then me, I'm over here fucking, and it's so fucking UFC, right? Which is now fucking...
USA.
Yeah, so I'm over here, fucking, I'm like, well, let me fucking try him out first. So then I give like not the laziest, but like the most fucking announced fucking kick. I ended up kicking him in the fucking elbow because I was gonna get him in the kidney. Then I'm like, no, and I went up to the fucking elbow. And I see this guy, like, wind up, and I'm like, okay, here he comes. And the guy...
You said if you kicked him...
Yeah, and so then the guy does this falcon punch, and him being a boxer, you would imagine he'd keep his fucking feet on the ground.
Not necessarily.
But no, this guy
does a very Thai move, right? Like, not Thai, I'm sorry, what was the other one we were talking about?
Very
Muay Thai. It's a Muay Thai move, really.
Yeah, and it's very street fight. So then the guy fucking winds up for this falcon punch, and then when he's up in the air, I put my chest up because I'd rather take a hit than fucking block it. Don't ask why. But
okay, I won't.
So then I put my fucking chest up, right? Because he's gonna hit me in the chest, no face shots. And guess where it fucking lands?
Smack on your cheek?
Right on my fucking eye.
Yeah, that's right. He told you he was gonna hit you there. You're saying that you projected your kick. He literally told you 2 weeks beforehand, and you still didn't know what to fucking do.
Yeah, but I was telling him like, okay, so then you hit me in the fucking face, I win, because there's no face shots.
I don't give a shit.
So then
you thought it was gonna stop all of a sudden just because he hit you in the face?
Well, he fucking hits me in the face, and then it's not lights out, but I feel myself collapse on the ground, and when I do that, now keep in mind, I went in weighing 185, 190, and at this point I was at like 142.
Oh wow!
So I had lost a lot of weight.
Shit, that's smaller than me in high school. And I was tiny in high school.
And so that took a toll on my fucking fighting abilities and me being able to fucking take a hit. And so then I felt and I imagined as I was going down, everybody just fucking book it.
Oh, right? Really?
So then when I fucking start getting up, the fucking space behind me is fucking empty. And I'm like, these motherfuckers, they booked it. So if we were to go to fucking combat, they would fucking abandon us.
What? So over dramatic.
Yeah, no, but that was the mentality, because, you know, boot camp.
Maybe they just thought you got knocked out and nobody wanted to be around when the CO fucking saw you.
So then I get up and the guy's like, oh shit, hey man, you alright?
They're not scared of the Iraqis, they're scared of their fucking COs, bro.
Yeah, so then, so much for not giving a fuck. This guy was shitting bricks.
He
was like, oh fuck, you know.
Wait, what was he?
Because he fucking...
Oh, he felt bad that he took you out?
Yeah, I had a fucking black eye, right? And this is boot camp. So then I fucking get up and I'm like, I won. And he's like, what? You hit me in the face, no face shots, I won. And he's like, no, shut the fuck up.
I feel like that's your favorite way to win. Like... You don't actually have to try, you just need to make sure they fuck up enough for you to fucking win by disqualification.
So he's like, come on, let's go to the mirror.
Such a frank way to win a fight. Jesus.
I was like, what? And yeah, we go to the mirror, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. So I put on my glasses. He's like, maybe you can cover up with your portholes, which is what we call glasses, and these are like thick ass fucking big ass fucking glasses,
right.
like fucking 1950s, 1960s.
And what you imagine when you hear of glasses in the military, right?
Yeah, and so I put them on, and you can still see it, and I'm like, oh, shit. And so then he's like, come on, let's go to the recruit locker. I think that's what it was called, which is this fucking walk-in closet filled with fucking all sorts of bullshit. And yeah, so we go to the recruit locker, and Firewatch is like, hey, what happened? And we're like, shut up. we go in, right?
None of your goddamn business.
And he's like, he grabs the hand sanitizer of all things. He's like, here, maybe this will help. I'm like, what the fuck is hand sanitizer gonna do?
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't know, bitch. So then he fucking smears it on me, and he's like, oh fuck, that didn't help. I'm like, of course it didn't.
Why would it help?
I don't know. So then he grabbed the fucking foot powder, and he's like, here, put on some foot powder.
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm like,
it's
what?
It's not a fungus.
Yeah, and he's like, no, dude, girls use makeup to cover up their acne. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
That's because it has coloring in it. It's skin tone. It's not powder white.
So then, my dad was like, okay, that makes sense. So he puts
of course it makes sense, Frank. Of course it makes sense.
He puts fucking foot powder and he rubs it on, and he's like, shit, it's not working. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's get some fucking sunscreen, right? And just fucking put it on. Don't smear it, don't rub it in, just put it on, and it'll cover it. Like, okay, that's smart. So then I look like I have a fucking cum shot under my fucking
I was gonna say, how does that make anything better?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, fucking, let's go to sleep. But he's like, wait, let's get our story straight first. He's
no
like,
one's gonna ask you why you have fucking cum on your face the next day.
And then he's like, okay, so then if it gets out, say we were shadow boxing. I'm like, why would we be shadow boxing? He's like, because I'm a boxer.
Training.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, why can't we be sparring? Because, you know, and he's like, no, just say we were fucking shadow boxing. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, we were shadow boxing, and it slipped.
Yeah, you
leaned
in.
so into it.
I mean, you could say it was a straight up accident.
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, okay.
You were just trying to get some side training in, you know?
Yeah, so then come morning, the guy was shitting bricks. He's like, oh fuck. I hope the fucking drill sergeant doesn't find out. And then I'm like, nah, we'll be fine. and then, yeah, we have breakfast, right? And we're supposed to keep our face down to the fucking table, right? And not look up or anything. But we were sneaking in a few looks to the fucking drill instructor. And we're like, dude, you think you found out? I'm like, no, we didn't find out. But him shitting bricks was fucking getting me to worry. Like, I was starting to doubt myself.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Did he find out? I don't know. So then, after breakfast, we get in line for the cafeteria. We get in formation, right? And we head out to the fucking squad bay and we get to our racks. And then we're like, okay, we're good. He didn't find out. And then I hear from the fucking office, like, recruit Tobias! And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Tobias?
Yeah. So then I head over there, right? And I'm like, recruit fucking Tobias reported for duty, sir, or some shit. I don't know.
You don't remember?
Yeah, some shit.
It astonishes me how much of the, like, day-to-day, like, the shit you had to do all the time is what you forgot.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, Hooker, what the fuck happened to your eye?
Hooker, because you got a cum shot on your fucking face.
And then I'm like, oh, recruit, I think it was Torres. Recruit Torres and I were fucking, at this point I could say I because it was a third phase. We're already fucking, we're about to graduate.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like, recruit Torres and I were shadow boxing, and then he hit me, so I took a knee to simulate a down, and he starts laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing? And he's like, you took a knee to simulate a down? And I'm like, yes, Sergeant, fucking General Sergeant Lopez. And he's like, no, bitch, you got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, there's half the fucking, I don't know, the part of the truth that wasn't going to get you in trouble is the part you changed the most.
Yeah, so
like, he did actually hit you. You did actually go down, but instead of changing the part where he hits you, you changed the part where you go down voluntarily, not involuntarily. I'm not that big of a pussy.
Yeah. So then he's like, okay, get the fuck out of here. So
he had already heard the story.
Probably.
He just wanted to hear what you felt about it.
But yeah, so then I leave, right, and he's like, recruit Torres, and I'm like, oh shit, and then he goes and he shows up, And then he comes out like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I'm like, what? And then the fucking drill instructor fucking stands in front of God and everyone, and he's like, who the fuck said you could have a fight club in my fucking squad?
He ratted out. What a little bitch! Fuck you, Torres, man. What's wrong with you, boy? No solidarity between brothers. God damn. That's so fucked up. How much shit was he in? How much shit did he get the last week?
I'm like, how much shit could you get in? It's
no,
like,
not from the the CEO, from the other guys that he fucking ratted up the Fight Club.
oh, we were about to fucking graduate. Fucking this shit was over. We were just fucking winging it at this point.
I guess.
You know?
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, and then the fucking senior drill instructor that fucking day, later on that day, he was briefing all of us or giving us a class or some shit. I don't know. He was talking to us. We're on a school circle, and we're here like, you know, me and my black eye, blah blah blah. I'm like, I hope he doesn't point it out. And then I just see him. He's like, you, come here. Like, oh shit. And so then I stand and pray rest, and he's like, look at this! Look at his eye! What the fuck am I supposed to tell his wife? And I'm thinking, I'm like,
I'm not married.
I'm not married. I'm like, don't push it. He's trying to prove a point. Don't fucking push it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, sit the fuck down. And I'm like, okay.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I graduated and I came back home, and then fucking somebody was like, what happened to your eye? I'm like, oh yeah, we had a fight club in boot camp. And I'm like, really?
So casual. Yeah, it sounds made up. It does sound made up. Until you flesh out the story and hear the whole thing. It really, like, if you just said that to me, like, yeah, we had a fight. Even up until now where you told the full story, I was like, he's just making this shit up. But you can't make up stupidity like that. You just can't. It comes out too natural for you to have made it up. Well, that was great, man. Fucking Fight Club. We should start one. But the completely inappropriate Fight Club. Get all the guys that have been on so far and just see them go at it. I'd love to see Jerry and Will go at it. I don't know why. I just feel like Will would fuck up Jerry, but Jerry's got some length, so he might be able to keep him off him a little bit.
He's got some long legs, man. I can see why he took fucking jiu-jitsu.
Who?
Jerry.
Jerry was in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I was telling you that.
Fuck if I have to remember everything
that he did jiu-jitsu for a bit, and he snapped the guy's arm for not paying him $50.
Oh yeah! Oh, that was like on the first episode we had him on. Jerry, shout out! We gotta have you on again, man. He's been a little busy lately. Haven't been able to get a hold of him, but hopefully I'll see him in the next couple days or so. Well, shit, man. Where are we at? We're a little over halfway here. Let's get into something else we talked about with Chontosh. I'm jumping around, obviously. This isn't going to be in the order that we talked about it earlier. But something else we talked about with Chontosh was how he buried so much liquor in the barracks, or where was he?
Oh, you mean Nix. Chance Nix.
Who did I say?
Chontosh.
Oh, yeah. We haven't had Chontosh on. Jesus. God damn. Well, okay. Well, let's go to Chontosh then. You were talking about using the enemy's weapons. Yeah, we talked about that with Chance Nix too, and he kind of shied away from that subject. Like, I don't know, like, because it's against the Geneva Convention, right? To use the enemy's weapons
or whatever.
Now, is it okay to use the enemy's weapons against them as long as they're casual weapons? I don't know. As long as they don't go against the Geneva Conventions and are like fucking like acid bomb. What is we fucking call it?
Well, it's okay to use them if you don't plan on dying. Right, but then it's the aftermath where they're like, oh, so you use this, and that, so then, you know, in Chontosh's case, fucking, you don't get your medal, until eventually he did, and I think it was the Navy Cross that he got. He's got like 3 Navy Crosses. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, so then...
Decorated up the ass with them fucking medals.
Yeah, you Google him and there's pictures of him next to fucking... George W. Bush.
Of Nix?
No, Chontosh.
We were talking about Nix!
But Chance Nix had brought up that one of his gunnery sergeants was such a fucking badass that he used the enemy's weapons. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that reminded me of that one story I heard in boot camp, which later ended up being...
Brian Chontosh. That was the whole point. Okay, I was a little lost. I remembered that we kind of touched
on it. So then I was like, is it the same guy? Because Chontosh was enlisted before he was an officer.
Of course.
Yeah. So then I'm like, is it the same guy?
Right, because you only go in as an officer if you go in with a diploma, right?
Yeah,
a degree.
So then he enlisted, then he got out, went to college, came back, and he was an officer.
Became an officer.
But I think this was in Fallujah. From what I remember of this story, is he was Chontosh was in a fucking convoy, and they got hit, and then his Humvee ended up in a ditch, I think.
Yeah.
So then they got out and they were shooting they were coming from all sides. So then they started shooting, and then Chontosh found the RPG guys and took them out. And I remember in boot camp he jumped into a trench, but no, that's how I pictured it. Because when I was in fucking Iraq, I mean, there's no fucking trenches here. Why were we doing trench warfare? But anyways, yeah, he ended up using enemy AKs, right? And he picked up one of the RPGs because he spotted a fucking machine gunner's nest.
Oh shit.
And he took out the machine gunner's nest with the
RPG.
RPG.
Damn.
And my
now, do you guys as the Marines walk around with RPGs yourself? Is that a common tool?
No. I walked around with a law, which I came to find out was for anti-tank.
What's a law?
It's an anti-tank missile.
Okay. A missile?
No, not missile. Anti-tank rocket or fucking. It's a tube, right? It's a disposable tube. Yeah. You press the button and then the thing comes out.
It's an RPG. It's a rocket-propelled grenade.
Yeah, but that's an actual grenade. This is like fucking some fucking bullshit. I don't know, but apparently there's a difference.
Okay, yeah, we'll look it up and we'll post it on social media so we can see the difference between an RPG and a law.
Yeah.
A law.
Yeah.
I come with the law.
Yeah, my brother was hoping to bring up this anecdote, but I was carrying around the law, and in one of our patrols we had to fucking take a knee because the tank was passing by. And this Army Sergeant First Class, which is an Army which is a gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps, I saw him fucking making his way towards me, and I'm like, what the fuck does this guy want? And he's like, hey killer. I'm like, oh me. And he's like, hey, what do you guys use that law for? I'm like, I can't think of anything.
Murder?
And I'm like, breaching? And he's like, oh shit, you guys don't fuck around. And he left. And right when he left, I turned back to fucking my team, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck do we use this for?
What? Yeah, how can you be the one carrying it? You don't really fucking know why you're carrying it?
No, because they're going to be like, hey, you, go ahead and use it. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like,
so you just wait for instructions to do what you
I'm a fucking poop, you know? It's like,
fucking idiot.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck
this is why I feel like I would be immediately kicked out of the Marines for disorderly or disobedience or whatever, because I have to fucking have answers to why I'm doing shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey.
You're really good at blindly following, aren't you?
I'm like, hey, what the fuck do we use this for? And then one of my seniors, the guy that's always mad at fucking any little thing, he fucking yells at me, and he's like, it's an anti-tank, you idiot.
Dumb motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
So what, you thought you were just gonna blow up the side of a house to get into it?
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, oh, breaching?
That's fucking ridiculous. That's so fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm breaching the tank, aren't I? Fucking busting it wide open to get into it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So what was the point of this? So, alright, so sidetrack. So did you, we already talked about how Chontosh was known to have done it, how Chance Nix had his buddy who would, use his weapon, pop a couple shots off. As soon as he took out an Iraqi enemy, he would pick up their AK, start using that till the clip was empty, then swing his weapon back around and use that. In your platoon, your troop, did you ever have a situation where you noticed guys doing that, or using what they had around them to disperse justice, so to speak?
Not that I remember, no.
No? Not even, what about like, any desperate situations where someone had to like pick up a rock and throw it?
No.
No? 2x4? Alright.
Oh, well, the 2x4 came from the Fedayeen.
The Federals?
Nah, which was Saddam's fucking assassins. They were attached to us for
Saddam's assassin?
Yeah.
The people that assassinated Saddam, or Saddam's
assassinated for Saddam?
Oh, they were his.
Yeah, they were like a hit squad.
So at this point, we're working with Saddam. What? I'm confused. Why would we be?
No, Saddam was already captured. Whatever. but then we used his fucking hit squad to find their own. It's like very Western. Like they get a fucking outlaw cowboy and they're like in Red Dead Redemption.
Show us the way.
Yeah, they're like, hey, show us the other.
They were the cowards that flipped. They flipped. They
show us the other fuckers in your gang, and fucking in return we'll fucking let you go or whatever.
Ah, they're fucking turncoats.
And then
okay, so the Saddam's turncoat assassins were working with you to help find the other guys.
Yeah,
all right. What happened?
And they were attached to us for like 2 patrols, maybe 3, and in one of those, we go into a house, and then my lieutenant is all like, "Hey, you guys fucking get out! You don't need to see this."
Ooh.
So we get out, right?
Ooh.
And I'm standing there, and I felt like a little kid, and I'm like,
I like it.
Yeah,
because you were sent out of the room. Like, this isn't for the children. Get out of here. You're not allowed to watch.
And over here, I'm like, why the fuck are we out here? And like, because we're not supposed to see what the fuck is going on.
Well, who did they have though?
Some asshole.
So this is the assassins you're working with, or former assassins, right? I guess.
Yeah.
So you guys had somebody captured?
Yeah, we go we went house to house, right? Because that was where the fucking targets lived, right, or where they were staying. And so then we find them, and as soon as we found them, the lieutenant was like, "Hey, get the fuck out."
All right. You guys verified this is them? Okay.
Yeah,
get out.
Okay, get the fuck out.
All right.
And I'm like, how fucking bad could it be? So I turn around, since the window was right behind me. I turn around, and as soon as I turn around, I see this guy all dressed in black, one of the fucking Fedayins, and my lieutenant holding down this one guy on his knees.
Shit, your lieutenant was still there.
Yeah. And then I see the guy. He's all hello, and he grabs a fucking 2x4.
That's so racist.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So inappropriate.
That's what I heard. And he grabs a 2x4 and he fucking smacks him across the face with it.
The guy that's on his knee. That's just fucking doing.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit! And I turn around. I'm like, okay, maybe it is that bad.
Fun, but you don't know. So there was no communication between. All you heard was that one guy yelling, and all of a sudden he smacks him with a 2x4.
Yeah, and then they come out, and okay, guys, he's over there. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Oh, so they hadn't found the guy they needed yet. They were using. Yeah, they were questioning him where the guy was.
Yeah, like there were all these places, right, that had fucking targets, and they're like, okay, fucking, what are you, and fucking. Or like, what did you do, and all that other bullshit.
Now, say that this happened in front of you guys. What would have happened? Like, because this is torture, right? It's torture for information.
If they would have committed a war crime, I guess it would be on us too, because we were there. We could have done something.
But is that okay?
Yeah.
So it is a war crime to torture civilians for. Information.
The United States of America doesn't torture. Therefore,
we interrogate.
What is deemed
extreme
as
prejudice
torture is not torture.
Well, right. Like beating you with my fists and a 2x4 isn't torture, but hooking up fucking electrodes to your nipples and putting it into a car battery might be.
No, if the United States is doing it, it's not torture.
Oh, it's just not we don't torture people.
Yeah.
We just do all the same things everyone else does. But it's not torture when we do it.
Yeah.
That's fucky. So are you not worried that this might get out to that there was some nefarious kind of activity on our part?
Well, it happened more than 10 years ago.
But is there a statute of limitations on something like on war crimes?
Well,
and is it so that would be considered a war crime?
I don't know.
Well, that's fucky. Hey, whether or not it is, y'all let us know.
We got like 20 listeners. I'm pretty sure we're fine.
Somebody might know something. If you know something, let us know. We'll even Chance Nix was a little wary of this subject. He really don't want to talk too much about.
Yeah, but I'm not giving away any names, so if anything, they'll come to me and I'll be like, well.
I just made it up for the podcast.
No, I'll be like, well, I really don't remember because you said it yourself. There's a lot of shit that I would do on a daily basis that I don't remember.
Well, shit, man, dude, we had like 4 or 5 more questions to go through, and we've already covered an hour of conversation with just those two. Really, those 2 stories. Yeah, we're at 50 minutes, buddy.
Shit.
You want to keep? We can wrap up. So in that last few minutes, just wrapping this shit up. So, next episode, you want to just continue Marine Memories, and we'll do a half and half. Anyway, keep in touch. Next episode, we're gonna do a little bit of the mythos of Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft, a little bit on black magic or whatever that fucking shit is that's attributed to it. Cthulhu, Lu Cthulhu. You know about Lu Cthulhu? I'll tell you about that next time.
Oh, okay.
But I would like to open up the next episode with a little continuation on your marine memories, man. We got a couple extra questions we can ask, and we'll tie it all together. Any last words of, I don't know, that you want to throw in this
words
fucking...
of wisdom? I don't know.
No, not the words of wisdom. That's our sign-off, but...
I don't know.
Let's see. Next time we're going to talk about your ambush facing the sun, sneaking liquor in, or at least you boozing on the job in the Marines. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. It's just those two things. So we'll touch on that at the beginning of the next episode. And we'll get into our H.P. Lovecraft mystery conversation.
Yeah, the Lovecraft connection, they call it.
It's a Lovecraft. It's a little old book where is the Necronomicon. Ah, that was so terrible. I tried so hard to pull that together. It didn't work. Anyway, you can find us at Frank.
Where? At Completely Inappropriate Podcast in the Facebooks and the YouTubes. You can find us under Completely an App on Twitter. You can find us under CI Podcast on the Instagrams.
Email us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions, concerns. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Don't try the other stars. There's no point. They don't work. Don't even bother. Leave a comment. Let us know how good we're doing, how bad we're doing, how much you love us, how much you hate us. And we'll be bringing you more episodes. We love you very much, guys. Frank, any last words? All right. Tell them what we say.
Be excellent to each other.
And find your happy people. Frank comes from his mama, and he likes pie. Bye.